Hello everyone. I am Robot Leo, and today I am going to be explaining to you the timeline of the Battle of Idiots series. So that way you won't have to go watch those terrible videos. So let's start with the first season, Battle of Idiots, which, believe it or not, was a joke show back then. And before you ask, it's not a joke show anymore. Just because the show has jokes in it does not make it a joke show. Anyways, this season had BFTSpecialist, which is a person we don't affiliate with anymore. Glasses, Eggy, Pinky and Fake Apple. The first episode was nothing special at all, to be honest, and the first challenge was a balance beam, and then the show never had another episode. So let's just cut to season 2. Battle of Idiots Reloaded. We honestly don't remember why it was called this. I'm pretty sure I meant to call it Redo instead of Reloaded. Anyways, this season introduced Top Lollipop, Hanger, Fish Tank, Bucket, and the character I wish we never added, Jeffy. The only reason he was added was because young Leo thought, quote, if I put Jeffy in, I'll probably get more views. I know he was pretty dumb for that. Anyways, the challenge was a balance beam challenge again, but this time over water. Yeah, nothing really interesting happens except Jeffy dies, lol, and everyone falls over except Bendifi and Ribbit Image. Again, I never made an episode 2 for this, but I still have the old pictures from the original episode. All you need to know from it is that Jeffy was supposed to be eliminated. Alright, now let's get to the season that all of you will probably know. Battle of Idiots, which was inspired by BFB, a little too much if I might add. Anyways, it also adds mostly everyone back from the first season, but we'll get to that later. And there are a lot of new contestants for the season. We've got Freddy, which, fun fact, the voice actor is also the same person that recommended him. Black Holy, Gummy, 7, Goldie, Battles, or known as DJ Skizzy, which you should go check him out on YouTube. Army, Boxhead, Hat, Breadstick, Lava, Owl, Diamondy, Pants and Winner. There will be more characters, but they are introduced later in the season. So, let's start. So Fish brings in the new and old contestants, and a bunch of teams are made, which are Team OK, We Are Cool, Team Y, Team Armless and Team Gun. The first challenge was to break open a metal box, and the Team Gun lost. Episode 2, nothing really interesting happens, but Red Stick is the first eliminated, and he said something generically evil or something like that. The challenge was to juggle gelatin, for some reason. And Team Y lost. Episode 3 opens up with Winner dying for no particular reason. And Fish introduces the tiny fish chamber, which is barely ever referenced again. And Jeffy and SC are both eliminated. And the challenge for episode 3 was each team would sit on a balanced beam, but the challenge is cut short when Black Holy sucks up the balance beam and their entire team loses. In episode 4, Lollipop buys a hand-powered recovery center that I absolutely stole to use to recover the contestants, and Bendifi is the next one out. Before the challenge, Fish makes a very unnecessary debut. It's sadly this won't be the last time you see it. The recommended characters do a mini challenge and 2 of them join, Powerpuff Bow, and me, Robot Leo. Also Glassy joins for no reason because Leo liked her or something like that. Anyways, the challenge was to get to the moon and Team Armless lost. Episode 5 takes place with them still on the moon. Also, this was going to be their permanent location change for the rest of the show. Why? I don't know. Anyways, Fish does the elimination and takes away Winner's emotions, but it was never really clarified in the episode. Also, Owl gets out. Fish, when he goes back up, he gets sucked into Black Holy and disappears, making Black Holy the new host. The challenge was to go inside Black Holy and try to find Fish, and mostly everyone dies, and Team OK loses, for some reason. In episode 6, Black Holy introduces the Bubble Wand Recovery Center. It's also Winner gets his emotions back, and Black Holy starts acting really strange while he's the host, and the next one eliminated was Battles, and he was sent to a cage since Fish wasn't there. And the challenge was a really boring running challenge, and Team Gun loses again. Sorry if I'm just not really saying much about the episodes, it's just not much to say about them. Anyway, in episode 7 it shown that Team Armless is still on Earth, and this is the episode where Army becomes a complete jerk for no particular reason. The reason why was because I want to give him more personality, but I did it horribly, so that's why he acts like this now. Anyways, after they get back to the moon, Winner becomes friends with Pants and then Fish Tank gets eliminated. The challenge was to throw a ball at a target, and after stealing more lines from BFBOI loses. Episode 8 opens up with Pants trying to make Winner feel better, and that's pretty much it. Pants gets eliminated for some reason and escapes and runs away. Black Holy decides he doesn't want to be the host anymore and wants other people. The host besides 9 from Luke show. I am not going to mention the other hosts due to drama/controversies. Also, this is the episode where Glasses is rude to Freddy for no reason. Episode 9 shows Buckhead taking advantage of Robot Leo because he does everything he says. Army tries to tell Glassy and Bucket to stop being scaredy cats for some reason. Also, Winner finds Pants on the dark side of the moon so they can continue being friends, and by a small number of votes Adobe is the new host. After nonsense, the challenge is a yoga ball challenge, and the challenge immediately ends after Pants sabotages Robot Leo. Episode 10 has Fake Apple recovering Pinky and Eggy because for some reason they were dead. At the elimination, Adobe turns all of them green and Buckhead gets eliminated. He makes Robot Leo zap a laser at him, but it misses and kills Black Holy, and Fish climbs out of him. He explains how he was never dead, and he was trying to control Black Holy the whole time, explaining why he was acting weird. After Fish gets mad at Adobe and makes him the new co-host, he goes and grabs all the previous eliminated contestants, and also has the contestants make new teams. The new teams are Team Sucks spelled S-U-K-S, Team Pot, Team Blue and Team Armless 2. After that the episode just rips off BFB10 showing the inside of Fish was a realistic bedroom the whole time and he does a rejoin, but only having 4 people. Also Buckhead gets killed off for the rest of the season. In episode 11 Owl rejoins, and then Hat finds a baseball from Battle for the Silver episode 4. And then Winner turns Bucket Blue to fit their team. I wanted to make the show end faster, so I had double eliminations from now on. The challenge was to ride a roller coaster that went in circles. And Black Holy and Owl get killed off, even though Owl just rejoined. After a bunch of death happens, Army betrays Ribbit Image. And Team Blue is the challenge, and they pick Team Hot to be up for elimination. Why? Because I wanted Diamondy out. I don't remember exactly why I did. Anyways, in episode 12 it shows Glasses are covered in Gummy's vomit from the previous episode. The Hang notices a spaceship flying in space, and it has a bunch of the rejected characters plus new ones, which are Sans the Gig, Seeing Tool, Key and Clamshell, Limeade, Boomerang, Face, Grilled Cheese, Diamondy Jr., Snowbly, BMOG, Mr. Sprite, which was recommended by the person that voices Buckhead, and your mom. I will not be mentioning the rest because they have been reconned due to personal reasons. Anyways, the contestants find out Fish sold the recovery center and he decides to get a new one after being bombarded. And then 7 and Diamondy eliminated. After that the rejected characters try joining the show, but Fish puts a lever behind Adobe, and he sucks them all up. After that the challenge was to go through each of the 4 rooms, and do one of the challenges from hosts from different shows. In the challenge, Goldie has to do the challenge by himself due to his entire team being dead, and Army is still being a butthead. After a bunch of nothing really interesting happening, Ribbit Image defends by kicking a football into Army's face, and Team Sucks loses. I don't need to do a recap for episodes 13 and 14, because for one, episode 14 already recaps episode 13, and 2. I'd recommend watching episode 14 because it was still good. Also, fun fact, Buckspot, the guy you will see episode 14, was one of my very first hosts I ever made. He goes back all the way to my comics that I made as a child. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the recap. Make sure to subscribe, and please go check out my shows. I worked really hard on them and I would really appreciate if you watched them. Also, here are my YouTube members. If you want early access and extra stuff, become a YouTube member today. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.